cool kids sit at the back of the bus.
Hell no.
But insightful, so shout out to that old nigga right there. I forget what your name is.
Shout out to that old nigga.
Yeah, shout out to
Let me give you some game, young blood. see, I peeping. I know what you about to do, but I want to show you what I did. You know what I'm saying? 80s was mine. I own these streets.
I'm saying,
Damn.
Hit the
OG.
Yeah, man. So he gave me some game. I soaked that knowledge in. And
Shout out to bro. Even though we don't know his name.
Yeah, shout out to you. You know who you are, man.
You know who you are.
It is also Father's Day.
Word.
So I want to say happy Father's Day to the homie Too Raw.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the fathers. You know, all the fathers listening out there, taking care of your kids, doing what you're supposed to.
Facts.
No, it's not necessarily the narrative for our community, but there are a lot of fathers out there. So shout out to y'all, man. It's y'all day.
For sure.
Yeah. And shout out to uncles, man, because my sisters always send me like a loving ass text message telling me how much they appreciate of a uncle/father I am to my nieces and nephews. So, you know, if you uncle and you on your shit like me, I'm reigning uncle of the year for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if you on your job, my nigga, shout out
I'm
to
uncle of the year.
Moms too. Moms that have to play both roles. I you know, shout out to y'all. You know, you get a piece of this. I have a question though. So like I don't think I've ever heard anybody shouting out a single dad on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And it's something greasy
but
about.
Really want that though?
Could be funny.
But I'm saying though, like I done seen it 2 or 3 times already this morning where people are shouting out single mothers for Father's Day.
So you get both holidays, like
Yeah, you get both, and I just get Father's Day,
which is a joke.
Yeah,
half
you
the
know,
time.
most of the time. I had a good Father's Day though. Shout out to Tia and MJ for getting me together.
That's dope.
We got one of those Manscaped mowers.
Word.
First of all, beautiful product. Looks nice. Looks really good. Better than actually I expected to get something offline.
Mm-hmm.
Don't understand why they're so ball centric with it.
Yeah, like
everything is like testicle centric.
It's about balls. Like whoever the creator is probably got some sweaty balls.
They
or something.
just out there with it.
They got this thing that come with it, and it's called ball toner. That's literally the name of the product. It's called ball toner.
Hell no.
And it's different from ball deodorant because they also give you ball deodorant with it. Damn. But the ball toner, if you look at the directions, it says treat your delicate genital area like something else. But it was just like, man, why? What is
completely unnecessary.
Yeah, come on, man.
They gotta
I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to change the head, maybe edge my face up, do something, give myself no, nigga, straight balls. That's what this shit is. Balls.
Oh shit.
Ball trimmer.
Like
you couldn't possibly use it
down a little bit.
I'm about to say they got a nose hair attachment. Like nope, balls, all balls.
Hell no. That's crazy.
Oh nah, they got
funny.
On that note, it's recess.
Oh, what a segue.
Hey man, gotta do it. Back of the Bus Squad, back at it as always with another episode.
Make sure you put the kids in this week. You ain't put the kids in last week. When
I
you
didn't
said
put the kids
recess.
in the video. Boom.
Okay.
I did the video before I did the.
I got you.
Anyway, DJ Reams Dope.
You, what's poppin'?
Marcus Too Raw.
What up, though?
And it's your boy Josh, aka it's JTG. Main topics. The first main topic we got: niggas trying to cancel J. Cole.
They did.
They tried to get him out of here.
Jermaine.
So what are we thinking? Well, actually, you know what? Let's get the story first. J. Cole releases a track earlier this week. I have already forgot what the name of the track is.
Snow on the Bluff.
Because Curtis called him out.
That's right. You're right.
Who did?
The dude from Snow on the Bluff.
He called out J. Cole?
He was like, if you going to talk about it, say it's fake, come here and say that.
Hey, you know, he did say it was fake. And I was thinking like, man, that's a hell of a production if that whole movie was fake. If nobody know what Snow on the Bluff is, you need to get the fuck on Netflix right now and watch that movie.
Yeah, respect my
Is it still on Netflix?
Watch that. That's the only place I ever seen it.
I was gonna say, that's where I saw it, but
yeah.
It
might be.
It's on there somewhere. Look up Snow on the Bluff.
If not, 1, 2, 3 movies.
Classic.
That is a classic, though. I haven't seen it in a while. I actually need to see it again.
Yeah. No, Snow on the Bluff was dope. I guess I could kind of see where he said it was fake because there was a lot of outrageous shit going on. That he lost 2 baby mamas. Mm-hmm. Even the premise of how the fucking movie started, like He stole the fucking
jacked their
camera.
But that's real life hood shit, though.
Nah,
If you know
yeah.
niggas in the hood, son, that's not too far off.
Too far fetched.
It's kind of like the Blair Witch Project of the hood. Like how they was like, oh yeah, this is all real.
Real
and then
shit.
kinda
That's
found
exactly
out.
what it was. It was like Blair Witch Project, camcorder style, everything.
Yeah.
Some sick ass shit.
Nigga let you into his whole life, his whole operation, everything.
He's
He
getting
was
shot
recording
everywhere.
everything. He was in the trap house with it. He was in there with his baby moms. Niggas he had beef with. He was everywhere with that fucking camcorder.
Yep.
Nigga filmed a drive-by.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this nigga has an eventful life.
Very eventful.
That was crazy. But no, back
J.
to
Cole.
J. Cole and Noname.
So yeah, he released a song. Basically, you know what I found weird about the song is that he kind of stepped back a little bit and kind of said like, I'm not the guy who's like super duper woke, so I'm hoping you can kind of explain it to me. And it's like, J. Cole is that guy. That's part of the reason why I listen to J. Cole. He is like the kind of woke guy.
But
you
you
should
self-proclaim that guy, or do we put him there?
I think it's a little bit of both.
I don't think he proclaims to be the most woke. I don't think he's out here saying like telling people. He's not one of those tell you how to live your life people.
That's fair.
I hate those people.
Yeah.
Tell you that you're not you're not doing enough or if you're not doing this way then you're wrong or you're part of the problem. Like I understand sometimes that stuff is needed, but to kind of espouse it as like your go-to, you're willing to beat people down instead of educating them. Because sometimes people just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people just don't know, and if you're willing to beat that person down before you try to educate them, I don't like those type of people. I don't think J. Cole is that.
That was the thing, though. I think a lot of people were like, you know, he's clearly trying to educate himself. Mm-hmm. He wants your help, Noname, the female in the situation that he was responding to. He was asking for her help, but a lot of females say it's not their job to educate.
But if you took it upon yourself to call me out on something, then shouldn't you take the
Shouldn't
initiative?
you take the initiative to tell me where I'm wrong? Because at that point, when you're talking about what I am or aren't doing, at that very instance when you're accusing, now we're having a conversation. Now this is a debate of sorts.
Yeah, this is
right? You can't just drop a bomb and be like, you're wrong. You're going about this the wrong way. You're not doing enough. You're sitting yourself on a pedestal and have absolutely no backup to that.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able to come with it. If not at least to educate me, but to at least put me in my place.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not your place to educate?
But you're calling me out.
Yeah. So then it's not your place to speak. If it's not your place to educate and to change things, then it's not your place to speak.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be.
Where I'm at.
Yeah. Let me do what I'm doing then, especially if you're not going to help me change it. Yeah. I don't think he came at it from an angle of trying to like patronize her or to talk down on her at all. I didn't catch any of that in that song. Most of what I heard in Snow in the Bluff was, look, I'm not in it. I'm not in the streets. I don't claim to be. Well, during the protest, but obviously he's in a different situation.
He's not hands on with the niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm not here every day. I'm not a social justice warrior. Like I'm not entwined into these issues on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. But if you are, maybe
you can help me.
Maybe you can help me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can tell me where I'm wrong instead of yelling at me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm saying.
And he gave her a low-key platform because I didn't know she was that
I tweeted
deep.
that too.
I did not know she was that deep into the outreach and for the community. Like I knew.
For the simple fact that he even acknowledged you, he put you on another platform.
He put her
whether
on
you
a
like it or
platform.
not, whether you like being on that pedestal or not.
You're there now.
He gave you
and
a
now
level
they
of
both
recognition.
can speak out about certain things.
Because I didn't know she gave it up like that, where she was fighting for rights and hell, nigga. Like I knew of Noname maybe from 5 years ago.
Yeah, on chances.
And that's all I knew of her, fam. Mm-hmm. So when she came back up and I started looking and people started saying like, oh, she does this, and this. I'm like, oh, okay, okay.
And now she has a national platform to kind of
and now here we
get
are
what she needs to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I kind of give J. Cole a dub. It just seemed like it was sort of a play to kind of help her get her shit. Yeah. I'm gonna give you this pick and get out the way.
Yeah. That's
what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed by the reaction to it because it's like, man, with people, we beg for celebrities and people like that to be transparent and to be real and then you kill them whenever they are. Mm-hmm. It's like, what else was he supposed to say?
What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really makes me wonder if he went out there and been like, shut up. Fuck you talking to? then what would have been your reaction? He's saying like, talk to me, educate me, show me where I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. And he still looked as he's talking over her or you know, trying to tell her to watch her tone or anything. First of all, watching your tone isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
I've been told I need to watch my tone as a black man. So I don't see, it's not inherently wrong to tell people that maybe your delivery is a little off.
Right.
It's not weird to say that to a black man no more than it is to say it to a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
But the climate we in, you know, you got to be careful. That's the side.
You do got to be a little careful.
Pins and needles.
Yeah, but then like, what gets done if everybody's walking on pins and needles all the fucking time? What do we get accomplished if everybody's trying not to hurt everybody's feelings?
Where do we go from here?
Mm-hmm. Did anybody hear Noname's response to it at all?
I didn't.
That 60-second bit of... I could have done without it.
Okay.
Because I feel like what she's saying is contradictory to what she's doing. You're upset that he took the time to respond to you, but you're taking the time to respond to him for what you said about him when you could have just kept it in the drafts.
Mm. Yeah.
So think about that.
Fair enough.
Is it Oochie Wally or one mic, my nigga?
Nigga, I've been saying that shit all fucking week, and I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Really?
I've been saying that shit all fucking week.
But it makes sense whenever you say it, though.
I walked in the room. I walked in from taking the trash out. I was like, you know what I was just thinking about outside, Tia? Is it Oochie Wally or is it one mic? Because I just don't know. I don't understand.
I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. Oochie Wally, the whole, you know, I don't even know. He was basically...
Nigga, I start saying Oochie Wally Wally Oochie Bang Bang.
Yikes. So basically he was kind of...
That's where I thought we was going with this.
Exactly.
Okay.
You get it without even getting it. You get it. Yep.
Bet.
It's there.
It's been a while since I heard one mic.
Yeah, we might have to run that back.
Next main topic. Gary Chambers Jr.
My guy Gary
was a guy who actually, first of all, we got a tweet on our Twitter.
Yeah, shout out to my dude Austin for sending this to us.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Pull him up.
Ad is.
Yeah.
So you get him his credit, and you know if they want to follow that man, go ahead and follow.
Probably just want to drop a little.
That is true.
Keep that going too. Send us stuff to review.
Yeah, for sure.
At all Dav.
Okay.
Bad.
Cool.
ALOVDAV.
Word.
So Gary Chambers Jr. Was a gentleman who went to a East Baton Rouge school board meeting in regards to the naming of a high school. It's Robert E. Lee High School. Apparently, there was a white school board member by the name of Connie Bernard who decided during that meeting she was going to do some online shopping instead of paying attention to people basically pouring their hearts out about how the school shouldn't be named Robert E. Lee. Mm. And so my guy Gary decided to pull up the receipts. He basically
showed a literal picture of her like seconds earlier,
sitting
scrolling
there
on fucking
not listening,
online shopping, not listening, online shopping.
Some sick ass shit.
Very sick.
That's some Connie shit to do.
And not only did she do that, she also pulled up to some 18 or 19-year-old's house one day, maybe about 2 weeks before this, and decided to like choke him. Not sure the context behind it at all, but
she got a lot of shit going on.
But she was like, from the video that I saw, she was trespassing, and nobody wanted her there. Then all of a sudden, she just snapped, and started choking the nigga. And so Gary decided to pull up those receipts, amongst other things. And then he went into this passionate speech about how, look, we need to fucking change the name of this fucking high school. If you're not with us,
why are we still arguing about that in 2020?
That's what I'm saying.
Is there a Adolf Hitler High School somewhere I don't know about? Like, where is it at? Show me. Is there a what's the fat dude North Korea that's probably dead right now?
Kim Jong-un.
Is there a Kim Jong-un high school?
Maybe.
Is there a Vladimir Putin middle school that I'm just not aware of?
Maybe.
Why are we still fighting to hold on to people?
To slave masters and
not just slave masters, people who openly oppose the United States, the flag and the country that you claim to love and hold on to so dearly, in the name of heritage. Well, whose heritage are you representing? It's not America. That's not American heritage. Robert E. Lee was in open rebellion against the United States, along with the entire Confederacy, along with that weak ass flag, along with all these weak ass anthems that y'all like to sing, Dixie and all that other bullshit. It was all in open rebellion to the country that I can't even take a knee. I can't even take a knee for. I can't sit down and take a knee during the national anthem, but you can fly the Confederate flag. Why are we still talking about this?
I can't disrespect this flag, but you're waving a rebel flag.
A treasonous flag. Yeah, the rebel
loser's flag.
Make
Stupid.
it make sense.
That's dumb. But no, shout out to Gary, man. A lot of people don't realize that they have the right and the power to do this locally. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people, it's easy to get depressed with national politics because you don't see it represent you all the time. But like locally, this is the type of thing you can do. You can show up to town hall meetings. You can show up to city council meetings, school board meetings. You can show up and tell these people what it is and make them face it in real time. A lot of times these shits go on and nobody is even aware that it's happening.
Yeah. People want to talk about police reform and defunding the police. Get out there and
go.
Make it happen.
Go to your town hall meetings. Go to your city council, school board, all of that. Go because that's where you have the most effect. And then what ends up happening is that becomes a model. Whatever changes you have there becomes a model for statewide legislation. And then your statewide becomes a model for national legislation. That's the slow grind. That's the slow build. You can't just come around every 4 years when it's a president to vote for and thinking that, that's the change. Yeah. And then when it doesn't work out for you, now you depressed, you saying, oh, well, politics is bullshit, and you go right back into your hole until it's time to go look at another president. President is never going to change the country in the way that we want it to change.
For sure.
It's never going to happen. So you have to get involved locally.
For sure. I agree with that. Reem, any thoughts?
Get it where you live.
Not really, other than, Connie, fuck you.
Was Fashion Nova that important? Like here in the meeting?
Right.
Oh, you disrespectful.
And then when he brought the smoke, she dipped.
Yeah, she bounced. She did bounce. She did. She bounced.
She ain't want none of that smoke.
Ordered is out of stock. The
fuck is wrong with her?
No, I hope they take the bread and then don't ship her some shit.
Yeah, ship that shit to your neighbor. Punk ass.
Hell no.
That's funny as fuck.
There have been some updates to the Breonna Taylor and Rashard Brooks cases. Seems like they have fired one of the police that were involved in the Breonna Taylor case, but still no arrests have been made. And it seems like an arrest has been made swiftly in the case of Rashard Brooks. Thoughts?
Not enough on Breonna Taylor. Not nearly enough. Took too long to even fire one of them.
It's going on 3-4 months now.
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah.
I think the one that they did fire is the one who was actually shooting. That was the dude who sprayed the back of the house out.
Okay.
Still. But yeah, still too long for that to even happen, and he still has not been arrested at this point.
Put it like this: niggas gonna have to burn some more shit down for some more movements to happen. Hate to say it, but
literally, people sit up here and they'll say like, oh, but we can't keep destroying stuff. We can't. But it's like, my nigga, the only reason why Donald Trump up here talking about police reform, the only reason why Minneapolis is talking about defunding the police, the only reason why defunding the police is a thing at all is because we have made people so uncomfortable to the point where they cannot avoid it anymore. You walking down the street, as much as you like to think that those calm, peaceful protests where you yell in the streets is getting something done. There's a lot of parity in that. There's a lot of parity in that. At the same time you marching, you have your LGBT groups out there marching for their rights. You have your, you had right before we had the break quarantiners who are storming the Capitol buildings. There's a lot of
Antifa.
Yeah, Antifa. There's a lot of parity in peaceful protests, so they're easily dissuaded. They're easily ignored.
The message is lost.
Yeah, it gets lost. You sit through it for a few days. People start going home, and then you forget about it. With this, what's so different is that number one, there isn't anything for people to turn away and go look at.
There's nothing to distract us.
Nothing to distract us, and then also the protests have gotten so powerful You know, they're
magnified.
They're magnified. Like it's not just people marching in the streets, and some of it is bullshit. I mean, we can acknowledge that people take advantage of situations all the time. Yeah. I don't think that's emblematic of the movement itself. But the reason why it's been so effective is because it's made people uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. It's forced them to like put their nose in it and stop trying not to see it. Yeah.
You know, we gotta burn a Target down and a Wendy's down to get what we need done.
Fuck a Target and Wendy's. Wendy's and Taco Bell supporting the Trump campaign. So we ain't fucking with Wendy's or Taco Bell
or Starbucks.
It's been fuck Starbucks.
True, but you know, just had to throw that out there. Any other thoughts?
Who we take? Rashard Brooks. Oh yeah. So the cops in Atlanta took a political day and didn't show up to fucking work because the cop got arrested for murdering somebody.
Bitch,
bye, nigga.
That's the sick part about it is you're willing to be okay. You're not willing. You're okay with a motherfucker killing a man for no good reason who did not pose a threat by saying, okay, bet we killing niggas. Niggas is mad that we killing niggas, so I'm not gonna go. I'm
not gonna show up to work.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the lady cop that was at the McDonald's
crying? I wanted to smack the dog shit out of her.
I was gonna say for the L, since we want to talk about the cops, I just gotta get it off. Right
bro,
now.
You at McDonald's, bro? When you ever got something quick at McDonald's? Ever?
In the morning at that.
When you ever got something from McDonald's quick?
You crying over McGriddle, bitch? That's what you crying over?
You know what that is? That's privilege.
Yeah.
She don't know about the ice cream machine being perpetually down. She don't know nothing about that.
You know what I mean?
She don't know nothing about waiting 10 minutes in line and getting cold fries. She don't understand.
Waiting 15 minutes for hot.
What's wrong with you?
The orange high C.
This is not Shack Shake. Yeah. This ain't Five Guys.
This ain't Chick-fil-A.
I said Shack Shake. Shake Shack. Shake Shack.
Fuck them.
You know what I'm saying?
This ain't Chick-fil-A, nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Definitely not Chick-fil-A. You at McDonald's.
You crying over a McGriddle. Because I don't know what they're going to do with my food.
I don't know what they're going to do. It's taking so long and I've never had to wait this long and it's hard to be a police officer because we can't get our fries.
Just leave us
alone.
Fuck
up out of here.
Girl, fuck you.
It's amazing, bro. Like, juxtapose that against what black people are crying about. And you talking about you not getting your it's hard to be a police officer because you're not getting your french fries on time. That could be happening for a myriad of reasons.
Yeah. Short staff.
They had to go to the deep freezer to go get the fries.
It's super fucking busy.
It's super busy.
Early in the morning. You got your coffee. Drink your
coffee. Oh my God.
Have lunch, nigga. Fuck out of here. Go home and scramble your own eggs. Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You know?
So many different reasons why those fries couldn't have been there. She automatically assumes it's because she's a police officer, which it didn't really look like she had like a very, I don't know what kind of car she was driving. She's probably driving a uniform car. Maybe. Let's not assume. Yeah. But like she didn't have nothing on that would make her say, hey, cop. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like a regular polo.
Right. That didn't make any sense.
Now give me the long list of reasons why African Americans could be getting killed at twice or three times the rate of white people in this country.
Man just got smoked at the Wendy's the week before, and you crying over. Man, listen.
And you crying over fries. That's where we at. That's where we at. Fuck they little day off. To hell with that. I always think it's funny how people sit up here and when it's their politics, it's okay to be political.
Yeah.
All we've been hearing, don't politicize this. Don't make this political. Don't make that political. And so the cops are allowed to stand out and protest and not do their jobs and protect and serve because one of their officers who was negligent, who didn't do their job correctly, ended up killing somebody. So you're allowed to not do your job in protest of that.
Did you guys know in Columbus, in Ohio, you did not need a high school diploma to become a police officer?
Heard that.
You don't even need a high school diploma?
They just changed it that you need one now. But it's like the simple fact that you have these numb skulls, these dumb, egotistical idiots.
With the license to kill.
With the license to kill and patrol.
As if the training time was already bad enough.
Yeah, man.
You also didn't even need a high school diploma.
You could just drop out and be like, you're
about to be a cop.
Nigga say it on Wednesday, you see him next Friday, he already got his uniform.
Gun and a badge.
Yeah. The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, they will let anybody be a cop. They'll let anybody be a cop.
Yeah.
and give him a gun. That's
basically
nuts. It's nuts.
Trump
Donald
just had a rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma this Saturday. Thank God it wasn't on Juneteenth, but still in Tulsa. All week they've been talking about how millions of people are, lining up trying to get these tickets, yada, yada, yada. There's only 19,000 seats. Only 6,200 people showed up. Less than half.
Yeah.
Shout out to the trolls.
Now, you told me something that I didn't know.
Yeah, apparently it was some sort of group. AOC actually shouted them out on Twitter that went in and bought a lot of the tickets and just kind of, made it so that it looked like they was going to have a packed house, and ultimately they didn't.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Apparently, one time 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah, he bought all them tickets to Ja Rule's concert. I think he bought like the first 4 rows, though.
Yeah.
He bought the first 4 rows.
Fam.
Niggas petty levels on 1,000.
Right.
Ja Rule was at a private party this weekend performing for some white people.
What?
It was like a kickback with like 10 people.
And he was sitting on the stage. Oh, come
Hell
on,
no.
man.
He's actually about to be on a reality show, I think, where like they're trying to make viral videos or whatever.
That Firefest shit must have hit him bad in the pockets. He
sure.
doing none of that shit right now.
He didn't do any time, but I'm pretty sure he's paying for it.
What would I be without my baby? Oh, think about it. Just imagine being at the dinner
be good
party.
for that kind of shit, though.
Who?
The royalties got to be kind of good for that shit, though.
Ain't
He
nobody
had some
stream-
classics.
Ain't nobody streaming that
Dog.
shit now.
Ja Rule
I still stream that shit.
Do you?
he got 3 classics. He got Where Would I Be Without My Baby? He got this shit.
On time.
Always on time.
Okay.
The shit with J-Lo.
What's my motherfucking name?
Okay.
R-U-L-A.
Clapback.
Loving all my time. Yeah.
He got a few, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly,
I Cry is my
that
fuck
Murder
Clapback.
Inc. reign was
Still fuck you, Ja Rule.
Do I do? Everybody just be living it
Live it
up.
up.
You say what?
Yeah.
You I
He just named
do.
like 5 hits.
No, I did 4.
Yo,
Fuck Clapback.
Listen. Ja
Clap
Rule,
back.
still
we
fuck
gon'
you.
Clap back. We gonna clap back. Don't even.
Let's
look
take
at
it to the
that.
wall.
That shit was hard when it came out. It wasn't good enough to beat 50, but it was hard.
Clearly.
Yeah. Anyway, how the fuck did we get on Ja Rule?
Trump rally.
50
Cent buying tickets.
Niggas buying tickets.
Here we
to
go.
Trump.
Okay. Yep.
That was a
got
tangent.
Got it. Yeah. So bring all that way back to the beginning of the
Let's
circle.
do this 360.
Yeah. So I get a group of activists bought a whole bunch of tickets to the Trump rally, and then just made it be fractional.
Yeah,
It was
one
just
lady
our
got
yeah.
arrested
attendance
out
was the same.
there for wearing an I Can't Breathe shirt.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
That was before the Trump rally.
She got arrested.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep. Bullshit.
It'd be interesting to see what them coronavirus numbers looking like, though.
Coronavirus.
So they ain't give a damn. And they're repping Trump.
Hey, it is what it is.
There was a bunch of them at the gun show.
They were definitely willing to bypass coronavirus just to get a haircut. So it doesn't surprise me that they'll do it for a Trump rally.
Yeah.
Cheer on they boy Trumpy? Hell yeah, they don't give a fuck.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of people, like when AOC shouted out that group that bought all those tickets, shouting out, talking about, oh, that's fraud, that's election interference. Go play in traffic. Everybody that was in AOC's comment talking about you're breaking the law and this is election fraud, and oh, look, now it's the Democrats who have a problem with election interference. Go play in traffic. Go jump off a tall building. Stop playing. This is a Trump rally. This is a Trump rally in the middle of June.
Juneteenth.
On Juneteenth.
We got months.
We have months before and who gives a fuck? It's in the middle of a pandemic anyway. It should only be 6,000 people out of 19,000
Right?
in there.
There should be a lot of space between you, motherfuckers.
The hell is wrong with y'all? It shouldn't be 19,000 motherfuckers in that building at all for any reason.
Shouldn't be going on.
It should not be
period.
sold out.
Shouldn't be going on, period, if you really want to ask me.
Yeah, man.
Shouldn't be a thing, but hey, what do I know?
The wild Trump supporter is something. You know what he's done? He's taken like that NASCAR, flea market type of crowd, and people that like have the, how do I put this? So like the white version of a black block party, pretty much, or a cookout. He's taken that crowd and got them interested in politics. Yeah. So now when they show up to Trump rallies, it's like a kick it. It's like a kick it. It's like a concert. It's not a your typical political rally. It's like a turn up. It's a festival.
It's like a country concert,
Yeah.
like a NASCAR.
All mixed into one.
Yeah.
What you call that shit before a football game they be doing?
Tailgate.
Tailgating.
Yeah, they be
Yep.
tailgating for the goddamn rallies.
I saw a video of a girl. She had a guitar, and they was all singing like,
Yeah.
"Go Trump." It was the most.
That was the whitest shit I've ever
mayonnaise-
seen in my life.
Bruh. That was crazy.
4 more years.
No
go
rhythm,
Trump. 4
like-
more years. Go Trump.
That shit was terrible.
That was the whitest shit I've
outta
ever
here.
seen in my life.
That was worse than the Mayor Pete, the dancing video.
Nah, Mayor Pete was still weak. Yeah, that
I mean,
still
it was
worse.
bad, but the Trump one was-
Mayor Pete was his little dance montage was still worse.
Did I miss
It was
that?
still worse.
Yeah, it
You
was a while
didn't see
ago.
that?
It was a few months ago.
Where he had these people doing the little dance.
What was the song?
It was like a white
Fall Out
version
Boy?
of the Savage Challenge.
It was Fall Out Boy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. They went back to summer camp on that one.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
It was some shit.
Hell.
Feast your eyes on that shit. You know what was
That was
funny
some
about the
shit.
Trump video? When they was doing that, they panned back to the people that was watching it. It was like 3 or 4 people in a tent. It was
What?
like you would think they was doing that for a huge crowd, getting some tips or some shit. Nah, just 3 or 4 people standing around the tent.
Hell no.
After that one.
That's crazy.
That's funny as fuck.
Last thing. This past Friday was Juneteenth.
Yes.
What niggas do for Juneteenth? If anything.
What did I do on Friday? I worked most of the day.
There you go.
Got a half a day. I wore some black owned brands like I've been trying to do a lot lately.
Facts.
Shout out to them niggas at 4YE, Dewey's.
You been rapping them heavy.
Hell yeah. Those are the homies right there. I mean, I ain't do nothing special, but I do want to say something about niggas.
No.
For the entire month, you guys have been letting fireworks off.
Bro. Everywhere. All over here.
Juneteenth is our Independence Day. And I want to make it clear to you, and all y'all over there. When the month of June is over, please stop
With the fireworks. Oh no, you know it's about to be the 4th, bro.
Please stop. I'm in the crib playing the game, ducking and dodging. Like I'm like, damn, I thought I moved out the area when they did that. No, niggas was letting them shits off. Please.
That's
stop.
crazy.
Please.
And then they be letting them off one at a time too. So it'd be like, hold on, that's a single shot. That ain't sound like
Yeah.
I ain't hear no pow 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 pow. I'm trying to hear some crackers, not no blow.
Y'all niggas is just wild.
I live in Clintonville, so I don't deal with that.
I live in Clinton. I'm clear with that.
Fam,
I live in Clintonville. I drink White Claws.
He out in the boonies though. He shouldn't even be hearing
That's
you.
what I'm saying, fam.
He in the sticks.
I'm sitting
True,
like,
very
fam,
true.
why is this a thing, fam?
That's
We're not
crazy.
supposed to do this over here. Like, I was legit pissing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
Hell
stay
no.
right off of Weber, so like sometimes you don't really know the difference.
Yeah,
You
that's what
don't
I'm
you don't know.
The nigga in me, I just like ducked out of my game chair and was like, all right, I guess I'll play the game on the floor right now.
Usually I be waiting for the sizzle. Like you'll hear it pop and then shh. And I'm like, okay, that's a firecracker.
Yeah.
But then lately I've been hearing pow. Okay.
Where's that? Where's that? Where's
Like,
the sizzle?
Where's the sizzle? ain't no sizzle. I ain't seen no lights.
Take cover.
Yeah,
Hell
sit
no.
down on the floor for a second.
That's
Dead
crazy.
ass.
I supported a couple black businesses. Well, black people. What's the name of homeboy with the t-shirt?
B1.
B1?
Let me make sure I say this correctly. That's his handle on IG.
Had a dope t-shirt with a ski mask.
Bryant Anthony.
It's a black shirt, red and green on both sides of the ski mask.
That's dope.
Real dope.
Just saying that. I have been supporting the fuck out of some black businesses.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to, what's her name on Twitter? I'm going to shout you out. Because we've been following each other for like some years.
I also bought a picture of the city of Columbus to put in my living room. So shout out to the homie Ashley. She hooked that up for me.
The Nation of Melanin Motivator brand. Melanin Motivator. Nigga,
Melanin motivated.
she posted this jumpsuit, this little, what you call a reflective gear or whatever it is.
Nylon.
The nylon, whatever that shit is. She had posted a picture of it. Talking about she's taking pre-orders, and I don't know when she was dropping.
For a nylon sweatsuit.
Listen,
She want niggas to die. It's 90 degrees outside today.
I didn't care.
You
I
got
didn't
the
care.
joint.
Nigga, I hopped. The thing is, like, I know she's been talking about the brand and she's been still in the works of making stuff. And then when she finally said the pre-order was available, Exclusively for how much. I'm like, look, I'm copping. Nigga, I did not know the price of whatever this suit was. But I said, fuck it. It's the homie from the internet. I'm copping. Nigga, the shit was like $240, $250, which I normally don't spend that much money on clothes like that in one sitting. But I was like, fuck it. Nigga, I ordered that.
I'm wearing that shit all the time.
Oh, nigga, you better believe it. Nigga, I sent her a screenshot like, oh, got my pre-order in. What's up?
Nigga gonna hear me swishing all over fucking time.
Nigga, next day delivery, the damn package came in this beautiful little black bag, the full jumpsuit, the jacket, and pants. Didn't even know it came with pants. I thought it was just a jacket. Jacket, pants, one of these little black and gold beaded bracelets. I should have wore it today, but it really didn't match the fit. And nigga, some masks, some fly ass little COVID protecting masks. So shout out to you.
That's what niggas gotta do more of. Like, yeah, the product is cool, but like set it off with some nice packaging too.
Yeah, like the packaging was
Give
nice.
maybe some freebies, like a sticker or some shit.
Presentation goes a long way.
Yeah.
And nigga, like, you know, usually you buy people shit, it smells like factory or it smells like fresh off the zone shit. Nigga, this smells like some nice ass shit. I don't know what you put in that motherfucker, but hey, thank you. I'm satisfied with my purchase.
You know what it was? It was some ball toner.
It might have been.
Some ball toner for Manscaped.
Keep your balls squeaky clean in these streets.
It was some ball toner for Manscaped.
But yeah, I've been really in my bag, and I've got some black and bold tea, which I need to get the bags for that. I got some tea from them, 2 racks from 4YE, and then one of the homies is a booster, so you know, got some jerseys off the boosting homies. Support black business.
Shout out to him.
Hey, shout out.
Oh, speaking of that, you told me about the black comic shop out in Gahanna. Shout them out, Crazy Comics. I will be paying y'all a visit this week.
There you go.
Hey, Comic Town, listen, I'll be back. Just chill for a second. I need to go handle this
support
black business. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta check out and see what they got.
Times call for it, so you know,
speaking of comics,
just chill out.
Freddie Gibbs, mail me my damn package, nigga. Cause I just thought about that. I have not got my shit yet.
Damn, how long has it been?
Probably like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure it's just I get it, but nigga mail me my shit.
Facts.
My T-shirt, and my damn comic book.
I seen something that you put on what was it on Twitter? Freddie Gibbs in your top 5 rappers of all time?
Freddie Gibbs and Rick Ross.
Yes. What?
Of all time?
Not of all time. I said current.
Okay.
Current top 5.
Okay. All right.
Not of all time.
Okay.
But
All right.
current top 5.
I was about to say.
Don't be
I
hating
think
on
we might have to do a next call sometime this week and discuss our favorite 5s right now.
Can we come back to this?
We can come back
For
to
sure.
it.
Bet.
Come back
For
to
sure.
it.
Because I got I got compelling arguments.
All right, that's fair. Last thing I wanted to say, if you didn't do anything for Juneteenth, there is an Instagram and a Facebook group, both dedicated to Columbus Black-owned businesses. If you are in Columbus, check these places out. I think we'll link the Instagram and the Facebook on each social media site, respectively.
Yeah,
so if you
or
want to check
description.
those out,
Yeah.
we'll definitely do that for y'all. Let's get into the W's and L's.
Can't believe y'all niggas turn y'all nose up to Freddie Gibbs and Rick Ross.
I mean, yeah, they dope.
What's up,
but,
both?
Got my
Which
nose
one of
up.
them? Both?
Freddie Gibbs is
You know what?
fire.
If Ross in your top 5, I ain't gonna be mad at you. I guess.
Freddie Gibbs,
I'm not mad
Freddie
at
Gibbs
you.
got a lot of dope
Alright.
shit.
I'm not going to stray away from the structure we have, but we'll revisit
We'll
this.
get back to it.
W's and L's, let's get it.
Who up?
I was first last time.
I'll go.
Go.
I'll start with my L's. Want to give an L to some of you mud ass niggas as in some of you black men who want to rep for Black Lives Matter, but treat black women so poorly.
That's trash. You see talking about the nigga who put it in a.
Yeah, like
Put it in
I
the
seen the
trash
clip
can.
of the chick who got thrown in the trash can. Then I was scrolling on Instagram and saw another clip, nigga. Motherfuckers in the Bronx throwing a young lady in the freezer and the dudes in the background talking about just get in. Fam, if you see something, do something, say something. I'm not gonna get on this horse of capery, but it's just like, fam, you can't support black lives or say you love black people and you continuously disrespect black women. And for you niggas that say,
Facts.
oh, what's the backstory? There's no need for a backstory. If someone's
For
getting
5
thrown in the
niggas to
freezer,
be throwing a
for
girl
5
in the
niggas
trash
to
can.
throw a girl in the
Yeah.
trash.
For
It's
sure.
unnecessary.
For sure.
One person have the argument, keep it pushing. There's never a reason why you should put your hand on a woman, period.
Recording
dog.
it, laughing at her and
laughing
shit.
and posting it, and then your bitch ass going to delete your social media because niggas was lighting you up, and niggas know where you stay at and know your mom. Come on, fam.
Can we include bystanders in that too?
Oh,
Bystanders
hell
who
yeah.
either record or laugh on the side.
Yeah. They all included in that. Y'all all need to cut that shit out. Y'all all pussy. All of y'all pussy. And I mean that with all disrespect. All disrespect behind that.
Facts.
Fuck y'all.
For sure.
And then my second L would be a half a W going to Idris Elba.
Ooh, I was going to talk about that
That's
too.
big bro.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's his L?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You said half dub, half L?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. That's what I was going to do.
I'm going to half him up. Because he wore this dumbass shirt that said, what is this, a take?
It said, take, like, our music,
My culture.
art, something else. But in the middle was life, and life was, like, scratched out. But it's like, yeah, take our art, music, culture, whatever. Take all of that, but don't take my life. And it's just like, how about you just not take any
of that?
Right. But
aren't we asking a little too much from white people when we say that?
No.
No. But I get it. But he retracted, since deleted the photo, and posted a screenshot.
I kind of see where he's going with it. I mean, like, they didn't already took it.
Yeah.
That was my point. I was like, they didn't already took it. They didn't already took our...
It's head ass, though, I feel like.
Yeah, a little bit.
So he retracted and posted a shirt that said
I was
delete.
going to say, but the fact that he was willing to listen to people, like, say...
Yeah, fam.
And just delete it, that's kind of cool.
So I'll give you a W.
Okay. I mean, I'm... Sure.
Yeah.
Let's let them have it. Cancel culture got to get their meat every now and then. Let them have it.
Will bring me into my W's. I'm gonna give a shout out to the ladies who found the young lady who got thrown into the trash, who gave her a full makeover, did her hair, did her makeup, got her all dolled up. So shout out to y'all for that. Shout out to that young lady. Sorry that had to happen to you. And any ladies experiencing some type of mistreatment and fuck shit, give y'all a W, because y'all appreciate it even if I don't know you directly.
This might lead to a tangent, but I've been seeing a lot more on Twitter of specifically women in Columbus and Cleveland talking about, like, you know, their, like, rape stories.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why is there this strange
It's those
uptick?
safe place pages, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I guess it's not even an uptick because it's things that happen, unfortunately.
Definitely.
So, I mean, I'm glad that people are at least brave enough to speak about it. But it's just...
It's scary.
Niggas gotta
gotta do better.
Niggas gotta tighten up. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And be more accountable of your friends and their creepy behavior.
Yeah.
Call your homeboys out, man.
Facts.
Call your homeboys out when they're on that.
Yeah, that is true, because it's not always. I feel like with dudes, especially if you with a group of niggas, it's like there's almost pressure to, like, go out there and get girls when everybody else getting girls. Somebody leave with something from the club, you got to go find something to leave with in the club. So, like, I understand that pressure exists. That's not an excuse to be a creep. Yeah. It's not an excuse to assault anyone either. Definitely not. That's OT. Yeah, that's
it's okay to take an L on the night.
Yeah, for real.
Go beat your meat, fam.
The
hub will never do you wrong.
Fam,
it'll never do you wrong.
Go beat your meat even if you got a crime. Fam. This is what it is. Oh yeah, matter of fact, since we on it, give an L to that nigga who took the white girl that looked like Jeff Van Gundy to the beach.
Ooh.
Yeah, on Juneteenth.
That looked like Jeff Van Gundy.
Jeff Van Gundy. I'll find the memes. But yeah,
that's crazy.
Because he's a creep. Niggas pull up his old tweets and he's a creep. You gonna be with a snow bunny on the beach on Juneteenth and think that's black excellence? Fuck
and think that's black excellence.
But then she looked kind of whack. Like, what's up with that?
Exactly. So you get an L, my guy. I was gonna
bad enough she's white, but then
know what I mean?
Did she look like Jeff Van?
Jeff Van Gundy, nigga.
Jesus.
I cried.
That girl look like a 60-year-old white man.
Jeff is the one that does the commentating, right? Yeah. That's the one who bought.
Jeff is the skinny one.
Oh, no. Yeah. It looked like her. Oh, no.
Yeah. Man, it could be worse. She could look like Stan Van Gundy.
No, Jeff is worse. Same Jeff difference. Going bald. And he got
but
that.
Jeff looks like Mario.
Same difference, nigga. They brothers.
Stan looks like Super Mario.
So you saying you would date Stan before you would date Jeff?
I'm not dating either. I'm going on record to say that. Try to trick me with that question.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up my shit. I'm gonna give a W to the cities and states and people who are taking down those racist statues. That's about goddamn time. We took down the Christopher Columbus statue at Columbus State.
At Columbus State.
We'll expand on that.
Time.
They're replacing it with a statue of Shad Moss.
They should. That'll be fine.
No.
We gotta go.
Hell no. If that's what you're feeling like, we'll talk about all this later.
Young Shad when he still had the braids.
But the Pitbull.
Only like Mike Shad. That's the only one I'll accept.
I don't know. I feel like even when he was in Like Mike, he was starting to drift into his Atlanta bag. That's when he first started distancing himself from Ohio.
I'll accept Shad Moss with the Buckeye jersey.
No, fuck that.
Listen. He also had a Browns jersey too, I think. But I want Buckeye jersey, Shad.
Buckeye jersey, Shad.
I'm gonna finish my last one. I'm gonna give a W to two people. Shout out to my nigga Hip Hop Harry and my nigga what's fam's name? Runsuno. Runsuno is a rapper from the Bronx, and he was on IG Live with Hip Hop Harry. If niggas didn't know, Hip Hop Harry is a black man that's also behind Barney.
I saw that. Yeah,
so,
I did see that.
Shout out to you, black man, for getting the bag in 2 generations,
Hip
fam.
Hop Harry.
And from going viral off of some niggas trolling on TikTok and YouTube, you have been able to reproduce something that was on hold for maybe like 5-6 years. So
I remember my mind was blown when I found out Barney was a black guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Even blown that the nigga Hip Hop Harry was the same nigga. That shit was crazy. But yeah, shout out to that man.
Isn't Hip Hop Harry like canceled? The show is canceled. So why is it like reemerging?
Because niggas be going on the internet and
Yeah,
trolling.
you're right. I don't even know why I asked that.
Yep.
So I'm not
Memes just take off whenever they take off.
Exactly.
I should have known. Anyway, you want me to go or you want to go?
I'll go. Let me get through these.
Bet.
Let's start on a positive note before we run through that nasty ass list of L's I got. Got a couple U.S. Supreme Court decisions this past week that were landmark cases. First up was the Dreamers.
Yeah.
So they upheld, or I guess they stopped Trump from deporting the Dreamers, essentially, giving them status or upholding their citizenship here in the States.
I almost feel like sometimes, the Hispanic people get kind of left out in these conversations. So shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean,
at some points, because they do experience some of the same shit that we experience.
To be fair, we did spend an entire year talking about border security and children in cages and you know what I mean. Like before we got back. Well, let me start saying we got like it's new, but before we got back to police shootings, we was talking about children in cages and treating them like animals on the border. Not to say that that's not an important issue. I'm just saying they got a fair bit of coverage. But
shout out to my
I get
Hispanic
what you're
people.
saying. It's kind of hard for I think individuals who have intersectionality in their problems, but they're not exactly the same. So then you end up vying for a position. That was kind of like my point last week when we was talking about Pride Month, and it's like there's a lot of intersectionality between the LGBT group and African Americans in this country, but it's not exactly the same. And so it is kind of hard to like level that out where everybody's voice is heard equally at a given time. Like sometimes it's your time, sometimes it's our time. Sometimes, one has to be above the other for the moment. So you have to be able to seize the moment.
Absolutely
I think and then that's the follow up. So after the DACA decision came the decision to ban discrimination in the workplace over sexual orientation or gender identification.
Okay.
So that previously wasn't law until now.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
That is crazy.
So definitely 2 landmark cases. DACA is upheld and also bans sexual orientation discrimination and discrimination against gender identity as well. So landmark cases. Glad it happened.
Very positive things.
Let's try to get something else here.
Yes.
Seems to be another group that we're waiting on.
Reparations.
Yeah, something like that.
Run me my money.
Something.
And run me my grandpa money.
Let me get my 40 acres.
What
the fuck happened to that?
Facts.
Else. First up, Mr. Terry Crews.
Ooh.
Mr. Terry Crews. I didn't think that we was going to talk about Terry Crews no more, even after he put out that little dumbass tweet, because that was something that I expected to hear out of somebody like him.
He's a repeat offender, though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. So he put out, right at the height of the protest, he puts out a tweet that says, "Ending white supremacy without white people leads to black supremacy. What do we say? Equality is the truth."
Shut your bitch ass up.
Like, bruh. Okay. So let's break it down. Ending white supremacy without white people is black supremacy. So I agree with the premise that we need white people to a certain degree to end white supremacy. Mm-hmm. Right? I agree with that. The problem with his premise that he's posing is that there are tons of white people protesting right now. Matter of fact, anytime you look at the news and you talking about all the violent protesters, it shows is a very lily white.
They're white.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of white people.
It's the white girl who started the fire at the Wendy's.
You know what I mean? A lot of white people. So like I don't even know what the hell he's getting at. Well, I do. If you kind of read in between it, you see that he's placating to like the naysayers of what's going on right now. Right? He's placating to those people who are made uncomfortable, like we were talking about, to those people who are slow to change, those people who don't want to see change, those people who are fighting tooth and nail. Those are your what do you call it? Your black on black crime people.
Yeah.
Oh, well, black people kill black people more than the police kill them.
It's not a thing.
It's one of those people. He's talking to those people. Hey, look at me over here, boss. Nah, I don't want to take nothing from you, boss. I just want to be here with you. Now you help me get up there with you, and we be just fine.
Excuse me, master.
I never thought I'd see the day where the Terry Crews that we saw on White Chicks is actually
That's
real
actually Terry
Crews.
Crews.
That is crazy. Was he just being himself?
That's actually
You know what I
Terry
mean?
Crews.
Nigga wasn't acting at all.
It makes you wonder, like, was that his true self in that movie?
He played it so well.
Too well.
I have to be honest with you. I'm not being facetious at all. White Chicks was probably his best role. Like, honestly.
Because he was not acting.
It was the only movie I could think about where, like, I'm really like, oh, yeah, Terry Crews was good in that movie.
He was
White girls.
true to himself.
White Chicks.
And low-key, Friday After Next, he's kind of that nigga, too.
I don't like
low-key.
Friday After Next as a movie, so I'm kind
either.
of biased on that one. But,
That's very clearly the worst Friday.
Yeah, we'll give it that one, I guess.
Fair enough.
So the tweet was fuck. Oh, and then creates black supremacy was the second part of that quote.
Yep.
There's no such thing. Has never existed.
Never will.
Will never exist. Not a thing.
Damn.
And so the point that you were making about, you know, doing it without white people is just irresponsible and it could be misguided. Black supremacy is made up. And I could only think of malicious intent when you're saying that. Like there's no reasonable thing for me to put together to see how you could have made that mistake without knowing what the fuck you're talking about.
So here's why white supremacy is a thing. It's because you are basically saying because I am white that, you know, I'm better than you, despite the fact that you clearly have a heritage, whether it's Irish or Italian or Scottish. Black people do not have, like, they don't know where they're from because of the slave trade. So it's like, if they're
it's also
proud,
a function of power too.
if they're proud about being black, it's because they don't really know if they're, let's just say, Nigerian or Kenyan or Ghanaian or, you know what I mean?
But even that kills me though with white people when they tell niggas, oh, my people fought for this country. Like the news clip that came out with it, I was like, oh, I represent this flag because the Confederate flag. Let me make sure it's clear. Because my ancestors fought for their farm and blah, blah, blah. The black dude's response was, who took care of the farm, motherfucker? Us. We took care of this shit. So what are you fighting for? Something you didn't put no hard blood, sweat, and tears in for? Fuck out of here.
White supremacy is a power structure.
Yeah.
It's a power structure that transforms through all the countries on this planet, through many businesses, infrastructures. It is systematic, right? So like from that standpoint alone, the very idea of black supremacy at this moment seems impossible. It's impossible. So the assertion that he's making that you fighting for your rights is somehow you trying to assert your supremacy on another race is laughable on his face. And honestly, it really doesn't make sense. Nigga, we not fighting for supremacy. We fighting to get the foot off of our neck. Shout out to Tim Black.
Literally though.
Yeah, shout out to Tim Black. Literally, we not fighting for supremacy. We fighting to get your foot off of our necks, for you to stop killing us. We not fighting to take anything from anybody. That's not in our nature. We didn't spend 2 centuries pillaging, imperializing, and taking from other countries. That's not us. That's not our MO. So like, where did you even get that shit from? And then he goes on the TV show to try and clean it up. And what did he say? He was like, well, you know, I liken that tweet to cussing in church. Because when you say a cuss word, nobody really realizes or listens to what you're saying. They just hear the cuss word. And the cuss word that I said was black supremacy. But then they asked him if he regretted the tweet later on. And he said, no, I don't regret the tweet.
Shut the fuck up forever.
Like,
Nigga lost.
this shit is so trash. It didn't really have anything to do with him trying to. And you know what? I could take it if this was just. Well, I'm not gonna take it, but it would be a little bit more palatable if this was just his honest opinion. He went into this whole tangent about how, you know, people don't like him and call him Uncle Tom. Black militant organizers and groups in the Black Power movement don't like him because he's successful and he made it out of Flint, Michigan, and
Why we don't like you.
he has a mixed race wife, and that's why we don't like Terry Crews. No, nigga, we don't like you because you hung Gabrielle Union out to dry after she stood up for your ass. Yeah. We don't like you because you get out here and you placate to white people saying things like black supremacy. That is why we don't like you.
You give your opinion when it's not asked for. My fault.
Yeah. Despite the fact that we also, at least most of us, supported you when you had that whole, oh, I got groped at a party or whatever.
I didn't support his ass.
Most people did.
I didn't support his ass.
A lot of people did.
And then he made me feel good about not supporting him when he was hollering. Who was that he was hollering at on Twitter because they said something about him getting his shit grabbed? And he was basically talking about he was gonna beat their ass.
I think it was a random person.
Was it a random person? So you'll fight the random person for talking to you on Twitter crazy, but you're not gonna punch the man who supposedly grabbed your shit in a party. You know, right? Oh, well, you know, I didn't do that because that's what they expect from black men. You know, they expect a black man to go crazy.
Despite the fact that you're about to fight a random person on Twitter.
Right. So you'll beat his ass for talking shit to you, a person you've never met before, but you'll let the movie exec grab your shit. I didn't support him through that because, number one, I felt like he was trying to hijack a moment. He was trying to attach himself to something popular, which ultimately led him to being on TV more, getting more roles, getting a job on America's Got Talent. Like, I didn't support him through none of that shit.
Yeah.
Niggas don't like you because you not with us. Because you not with us. You would rather let or make white people feel comfortable about racism or what's going on in this country by saying, hey, see, there's another black that agrees with me. Black supremacy is not a thing, people. It's not a thing.
Facts.
Fuck Terry Crews. Speaking of fuck people, fuck Snapchat.
Yeah,
and
they punk ass
and a weak ass filter about breaking the chains of slavery. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Bitch.
It's a filter on Snapchat, or it was, that said smile to make a chain or to break the chains. So when you smile, the chains of slavery break.
That's crazy.
You know what the funniest thing about that is, though? Is that while all those companies, when all this shit got started, you know how the companies were putting out their diversity numbers. Mm-hmm. Snapchat was one of the ones that didn't want to put them out for fear of looking like they didn't have enough black inclusion. Imagine that. You don't want to put out how many black people you have employed at Snapchat because then people would think, oh, there's no racial inclusion over at Snapchat. And then a few weeks later, you put out a fucking filter where you smile to break the chains of slavery.
Me and Ring were just talking about the fact that, like, if it wasn't for maybe just one person that we talked to on Snapchat,
it'd be gone.
I could delete the app on my phone and not feel anything.
I haven't had it since like 2017.
That's
2018.
Fair. You know, you saying I forgot to mention something else for another L. Can I throw it out there?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, bro.
Quaker Oats and Jemima.
Mm.
They're just now pulling that.
Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben.
And I won't even expound. I'm going to let you get your shit off. Because Josh mentioned something earlier. I'm going to let you get your shit off and I'm going to add my 2 cents after.
Uncle Peas.
Yeah, I'll let you rock on your thing about Uncle Peas. God damn, boy.
Oh, shit.
Nigga know how to make some money, though. You can't take it from me.
Right.
Next L is going out to Miss Amy Klobuchar.
Ugh.
The Klobuchar.
Klobuchar.
She, quote unquote, pulled herself out of the running to be the vice president of the United States, i.e., she was no longer going to be the vice president of the United States, so she decided to get on TV and do it gracefully.
Gracefully or saving her own face?
Probably a little bit of both.
You know what I mean?
Probably a little bit of both. Like, it was after it came out that she should have or was in charge of Derek Chauvin, like, through multiple complaints of excessive force, and that she never fired him. And then seeing how Minneapolis turned out anyways, like, Minnesota was her rock. That was her claim to being able to be a viable vice president. And
she fucked it up.
Now that shit is falling the fuck apart. On top of Laquan McDonald. Let's not forget about him. The innocent black man that she tried to keep in jail. 16 years old, black young man. Mm-hmm. That on top of all the craziness that's going on in Minnesota, on top of her should have fired Derek Chauvin several times.
A long ass time ago.
It was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. Now, it's interesting to see where they go from here, because I'm hearing that Kamala Harris is the top candidate to get it, but then you have the same problems.
God, that's so weird.
You got the same problems.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But that's when you play that type of politics, when you playing that superficial virtue signaling type politics, you fall into shit like that. Right? So now you need a black woman, which niggas been saying from jump that you need a black woman. You was gonna go with Amy Klobuchar. But now you really need a black woman. But then you go fuck around and pick another cop? Like, you don't understand why Amy Klobuchar is not viable anymore.
You just don't get it.
Yeah, you don't get it.
The point is going over your head.
Joe's like, okay, all right. Well, I'm still the guy, so give me a black. Give me one.
Come here, African American.
I think also Val Demings, the mayor from Atlanta, is being considered.
Really?
Susan Rice. Yeah, the mayor from Atlanta kind of surprised me. I think maybe with the Rashard Brooks thing going on, that's probably out.
They pulling mad shit.
I would say maybe Susan Rice or Kamala Harris. But then if you pick Kamala Harris, not only is she still a cop with some of the same problems that Amy Klobuchar had, she I don't, as far as I know, she wasn't responsible for an innocent teenager being in jail, like Amy Klobuchar, but some of the same consistencies being a prosecutor. I think Susan Rice is probably in there too, heavily in the conversation. Part of the Obama administration.
Can he not go back to homegirl? The one that he left hanging on.
Stacey Abrams? Yeah, no, that bridge is burnt.
Okay.
That bridge is burnt.
Sister Abrams ain't fucking with him.
That bridge is burnt. I'll be damned. I wouldn't let her do that. Like, nuh-uh. That man brought you on TV basically to tell you to kick fucking rocks.
For no reason.
For no reason. Like, he didn't even have to do that.
For no reason.
He definitely didn't have to do that.
For sure.
But I guess we'll see in 4 years. Klobuchar, maybe she'll probably run again.
Please, no.
She'll probably run again. Talk about more ex-boyfriends.
God no.
Last L I am handing out goes to old punk ass Kendrick Perkins, Mr. Company Man. All of a sudden,
KP.
Tired of that nigga, man.
Sick of him.
Why he hating on Kyrie, bro? Why is he hating on Kyrie and KD? Why? You know what? I get it. Anybody who has beef with LeBron, so Perk is LeBron's enforcer.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
AKA Dick Rider.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's Kendrick Perkins,
I get it
so
now.
I feel no way.
I get it now. Yeah, he called out Kyrie for wanting to sit out and said that it was misguided and all this other bullshit.
You're not even in the fucking league. What
bro,
does it matter
go
what you
sit
got to
down,
say?
bro. Go sit down. Go sit down.
You have nothing to do with the league right now.
Nothing.
Go take care of your kids and go wash your
Nigga,
feet.
when you were playing, you didn't have nothing to do with the league. Kendrick Perkins averaged like 2 points and 3 rebounds for an entire season.
Do you remember the finals they won? This nigga was in a suit. Seconds counting down. Nigga went to the locker room, put on a fucking uniform to take pictures. Then I seen pictures of this nigga icing his knees. Bro, you didn't play.
Wow.
What are you icing? What are you doing?
He gotta relax.
Then I don't even think he realized when he was talking shit. Him and Skip Bayless was going back and forth about this on Twitter.
Yep.
And so he said something because Skip was like, basically, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah,
Like, nigga, you played with KD. KD shouted you out in his MVP speech, bro. Like, where are you coming from with all of this weird ass beef? Here come Kendrick Perkins. Skip, once again, you all wrong. Me and LeBron played on the same AAU team. The Oakland Raiders or some shit. The Oakland Warriors. The Oakland somethings. They was in Oakland, California. Mm-hmm. Now, wait, hold on, Perk. So you saying in high school, when you was living down in southern Texas, like Bayou, Texas, on the water, and LeBron James was playing in Akron, Ohio, pretty fucking far apart. Y'all was on the same AAU team in Oakland, California? Tell me how the geography work on that. Tell me how that worked. How you do that? How you do that? How a nigga from Ohio and a nigga from southern Texas meet up in California and play on the same fucking team?
Niggas was taking private jets, you know what I mean?
High school. Niggas was getting paid. Niggas was getting paid. So now you done gave the game up trying to dick ride LeBron. I'm pretty sure he got a phone call later that day.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, Kendrick, just stay in your studio, review sports, stop starting beef, bro.
With Rachel Nichols.
Like, bro, you don't have the credentials. You don't have the credentials, bro. Even at your height, you were the guy to go out there and pick up fouls. You weren't a great shot blocker. You weren't a great defender. You were a boulder, essentially. You were a rock.
You were the fifth option on the starting five.
Stay in your lane. Where the fuck do you get off talking to Kevin Durant? You don't speak to KD unless spoken to. You don't speak to shit. You don't speak to Kyrie unless spoken to. Who are you? Who is Kendrick Perkins?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
That's it, man. That's all I got. Go ahead, take it up.
Cool. So I got one dub, one L, and some toss-ups. Some questions that need to be answered. First dub goes to Wale. So amongst all of the Juneteenth, the activism around police brutality.
His career high.
It's 10 points. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? You good? Gotta get the stats out there.
And I bet he didn't even have a double-double with that.
No.
10 points and 3 rebounds.
Fuck up, Kendrick.
So yeah, with all the activism going around about police brutality, with just black people coming together, Wale has been having a good run.
He's been doing his thing. That project was solid.
So yeah, obviously
he put something out. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead into that.
Damn.
So first, he has a song called "Sue Me," which is on his last album, which basically says "Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black," which has been like a huge anthem during all this. Now he just released an EP. Was it last night? Was it Friday?
Friday.
Okay. That is called "The Imperfect Storm," which talks a lot about a lot that's going on.
Literally current, like.
I was about to say it's so current that it mentions Rashard Brooks and Toyin. So like a lot of shit that's going on like now. Really good project. 5 songs, 18 minutes. It's quick to digest, but
and it's appreciated.
He's in it. He's back in his like low key activism bag, which is dope. There's like 3 different Wale's. There's the activism. There's like the songs for women, and then there's like trap banger low key, like 600 bins, Nike boots, shit like that. But it's good to see this Wale back.
Shout out to Will, man.
For sure.
Willie.
A L goes to Twitter. So they recently rolled out a new feature called voice tweets.
Did they roll it out though?
You know what's crazy?
It was made. You know what it was made by?
A black person.
Yep.
No.
A black woman.
But you know what's crazy? Yeah, a black woman who started it. But you know what's crazy? I don't have voice tweets. Do you have voice tweets?
I don't have voice tweets.
Oh, shit. But you know who does have voice tweets for whatever reason? The Back of the Bus podcast Twitter.
Hey.
That's wild. I didn't
Voice
even know
tweets.
that.
I looked at it and I'm like, okay, I see it here, but why is it not on my shit?
Because we official.
Even though we only have like 30-something followers.
No, nigga, we official. Don't tell people.
Very official.
I'm about to log
Follow.
in that bitch.
But I want my voice tweets.
Hell yeah. And I got my perfect soliloquy when I get on there, and I can't even say it yet.
I got the perfect thing to do as my first voice tweet.
Let me check and see.
Now, the only thing I'm trying to figure out about these damn voice tweets is it Oochie Wally or is it one mic? Because I just I don't know. I don't know at this point.
I don't either, man.
Did I do it right? Did I do it right?
Hell no.
All right, my nigga.
So big L to Twitter just off of that, off the strength of that. Toss-ups. Jamie Foxx has been slated to play Mike Tyson in his new upcoming biopic.
I'm here for it.
The question that I have around that is, do we think that he can do a better job playing Mike Tyson than Will Smith did of Ali? Who do you think? Too early
Will
predictions.
Smith's a better actor than Jamie Foxx, so I ain't gonna go there.
Jamie Foxx is Ray.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know what's a better question? Is he gonna play Mike Tyson better than he played Ray?
That is a good question. I didn't even think about that shit.
Because when I think of Ray
That
Charles,
is-
I literally think of Jamie Foxx. I can't get the actual Ray Charles's face to stick in my head.
The crazy thing about
Jamie
that is
Foxx.
around that same time he came out with Gold Digger and he did
the Ray Charles hook.
that was a hell of a rollout.
He was Ray. He was
a hell
Ray
of a
for sure.
rollout.
Yeah, fam. He did that. Whatever
He
they
did
said
that.
he did that shit.
That nigga was actually blind.
Listen.
I'm convinced that he had some shit over his eyes the whole time he was making that movie.
I think they said he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? No,
Yeah.
like he was actually
Like
blinded.
legit some shit. Like
Yeah.
Put some shit on there and put the dark glasses
Not
on.
glue, but like some shit that like, yeah.
That's dope.
Dedication.
That's dedication. Yeah.
Well, then
yeah.
in that
Fuck
case-
around walking to some shit.
In that case, I changed my question. What do we think he'll be better as, Ray or Mike Tyson?
That's a toughie, man. Mike Tyson got a wild life.
I've seen some like parody shit of Jamie Foxx doing Mike Tyson. Like it's in a comedy. It's a pretty good like impersonation. But like when you have to be serious about it, that's what kind of changes the whole thing.
You know what I keep thinking, and as soon as y'all told me this, like I didn't think of Jamie Foxx boxing. I didn't think of Jamie Foxx like fighting at any of the pre-match pressers or anything like that. I'm thinking about Jamie Foxx having to repeat, "I'm gonna fuck you till you love me." like that's what I
you
thought
triggered.
about immediately.
That's
like,
hilarious.
damn, is that nigga? Yeah, no, he gonna have to say that shit for sure because that's infamous.
He has
He
to
has
say
to
it.
say it. He has to say it.
Damn.
Shut up, I'm gonna fuck you till you love me.
That's gonna be the seller.
That's gonna
That
be
he
it.
lands that.
Is that going to be in the trailer? Because if you put that in the trailer, it kind of sells it if it's good. Like
You
if
can't
it's
say that in
convincing.
the trailer. You can't say it in the trailer.
You can kind of edit it to where that
Then it won't be the
specific-
same. Then I'm gonna be mad. Then it's
Yeah,
gonna
you're right.
Leave it
gonna
out the
taint
trailer,
it. Yeah,
fam.
leave it out the
You're
trailer.
right, you're
right,
It's
you're
gonna
right,
hit
you're right.
harder if you just come out of nowhere.
Never
I'm
see-
gonna fuck you till you love me.
I'm gonna watch it regardless, fam.
Yeah, I am too. Whether
I'm
it's
here for that.
terrible or it's really good, I'm gonna watch it either way.
Yeah, I'm definitely here for that.
Next toss up, the city of Columbus.
Columbus.
So we talked a little bit earlier about
Freedom
the
Ohio.
fact that stop it, about how they took the statue of Columbus down. They also decided that starting 2021, Juneteenth will be an actual holiday, an actual paid holiday
Ooh,
in place of Columbus Day.
ooh. Well, I didn't get Columbus Day off anyways. Oh,
I did.
I did, but I ain't tripping.
fuck y'all.
But actually, I like it because I don't get that many summer holidays off. I only really get 4th of July and Memorial Day, I guess.
They give us the day before 4th of July, so we get the 3rd and the 4th, and then we get Memorial Day.
Maybe you'll get Juneteenth too. Well, you don't get Columbus Day.
I don't get Columbus Day.
We'll see.
They didn't give me the murderous genocide day, so I don't think they're gonna give me the freed slaves day.
I think that just spaces everything out for me. But anyway.
Because I'm thinking what you're thinking, and it opens up the window for a lot of shit.
You know what I mean? Like, it's good because it's in the summer. And then we still got Labor Day and then Veterans
Oh,
Day.
you know, next year when shit is open, niggas gonna turn up. Niggas is going to turn the fuck out. It's a paid holiday.
Block parties better happen. I don't want kickbacks. I want block
Fam,
parties.
Speaking of that, we were supposed to have our block party, man, our festival, Ring Fest in Springfield. This was the weekend that we usually do it. And because of fucking Rona, man, we couldn't do that.
Couldn't do it.
But yeah, I need block parties going down for Juneteenth. I need good food, good music.
Fuck it. We about to set it right now. Juneteenth, 2021, Back of the Bus podcast block party. That's a lot of bees.
I'm with
Back of the Bus podcast.
I was gonna say
block
that's a
party.
lot of bees. A lot of bees. Big
So,
bees.
whoop. Blocking bullet blood.
So W's to the city of Columbus for that. But an L to the city of Columbus for two reasons. One, it's come out that a lot of people are trying to petition to change the name of Columbus. One of the biggest names is Flavortown.
I'm with it.
Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because Guy
God.
Fieri,
The God.
famous because of diners, drive-ins, and
And
dives.
dives. Yep.
Is a huge Flavortown component. He's actually from Columbus.
which I did not know until today.
Yeah.
He don't be repping, bro. We about to investigate. Hey, everybody help me investigate that. Let's find out where Guy Fieri went to high school. Let me know.
Grove,
Let me
Port
find
Madison.
Nigga
out.
went to Walnut Ridge and shit.
Shit.
Hell no.
I think we would have been through my bad. I think we would have been through if that nigga went to like Ridge or something. That would have been funny.
But here's the thing. Like, when I
Probably went to
think
Briggs.
of... Maybe. When I think of Columbus, like saying the name Columbus, I don't think of Christopher Columbus, ever. So, like, do we really need to change the name of the city?
Shit.
And if we
bruh.
change it, does it really need to be Flavortown?
Yeah, no,
or
I'm joking on the Flavortown shit. We may need to change the
some of the
Columbus
other
name.
names like Bow Wow that were proposed.
Niggas.
I didn't. I'm mad you even said that.
But it was
There were some other
it
crazy
was-
names.
We don't acknowledge those people.
One name,
We don't acknowledge
one
those
name,
people.
Buckeye. Buckeye, Ohio.
Nah,
That
I'm
would be
good.
triggering.
I'm good.
We're not going to change it to Wolverine, Ohio.
What are we going to call it? Hairless Nutville?
Stop it.
I mean,
Anyway, that's one L that they received. Plus, you know, the statue being taken down, the other things that they've done seem cool, but I think I'm looking for something a little bit more, with a little bit more substance.
okay, I'll take that for sure. Yeah,
It kind of seems like these are like hollow attempts
Yeah.
to kind of gain favor with the people of Columbus.
Facts.
Which is, I mean, you know, you're doing something, but like, I have a proposition that I think we could try. Give small business grants to Black businesses that are looking to start up a business.
I'm glad you said grants and not loans.
Yeah.
Grants. To clothing stores, restaurants, things of that nature that actually need a physical location. I'll tell you why. We should maybe look into making 161 the new Black Wall Street.
Ooh. You know, I was thinking that, but instead of 161, I was thinking Cleveland Avenue. And the reason why Cleveland
That
Avenue
could work too.
is because from down here on Cleveland Avenue, where I'm at, Northern Lights, even on down up to Fifth Avenue, even clear across town, back up into Westerville, it's Black people. Like all up and down Cleveland Avenue in different subsections of the city.
Valid.
Okay.
Black people everywhere. You head up into Westerville, it's Black people on Cleveland Avenue. You head all the way back down on this way, it's Cleveland Avenue. Even the spots in between, off of Moores, off of 161.
Would Northern Lights be the center?
I wouldn't mind it. Have a high concentration of East Africans, Somalians right here in Northern Lights. You like head back up that way, terraces up that way. It's a lot of Black people.
You know what I mean?
A lot of
So
Black
like
people.
I think you can foster a lot of economic growth. And like you said, there's already Black people centered around Cleveland Avenue.
I like that idea. And honestly, I was just talking about this. There's a lot of properties available, like abandoned, boarded up along Cleveland Avenue. Like brick and mortar shops, storefronts that are just empty.
I think you can make that happen.
Yeah.
There's money there to do it. We just
Make
gotta do
Cleveland Avenue.
That's the
The
thing,
new
though,
Black
man.
Wall
Columbus is so conservative. Like, I've even heard of Cleveland trying to be more diverse and even going as far as, like, inviting some of your Silicon Valley companies to try and post up in some of the urban demographics out there. And it's like, Columbus so slow moving, man. They just gonna hang their hat on all those corporate offices downtown and they'll house their Buckeyes, and that's all they really need.
Yeah.
It's such a slow moving conservative town. Sometimes it's annoying.
Sometimes. But I think that's the move. I honestly think providing some sort of, economic resources to Black business owners to encourage something like Cleveland Avenue becoming the new Black Wall Street.
some type of incentive. I'm with it.
I
like
think that's the
idea.
move.
I like the idea. I fuck with the vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was going to end on that, but I completely forgot about the whole Uncle P's thing.
Oh yeah.
Do we have any thoughts? I mean, it's great that it's a Black business. He's looking to leverage.
I would say the
whole
timing is a little unfortunate.
He's an opportunist.
Yeah, the timing's a little unfortunate. But I
Not
mean,
unfortunate. It's on purpose. It's on purpose.
yeah.
This nigga's calculated.
Very, very. Uncle Ben's and Jemima's not a thing anymore. I'm gonna specifically put out these things to kind of replace that. I don't know. It just kind of looks a little crazy because it does seem planned, obviously. But it's a black business.
I mean, it could have been just that he already had this planned, in that the fact that Uncle Ben's and Aunt Jemima are no more kind of just lined up perfectly, and he sees the moment. That I'm reaching a bit, trying to throw him a little bit of bail, but
you can throw him a little bit of bail though. It's not. The worst thing in the world.
Possible. It's not. It's just like I said, man. The timing of it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear about your new fucking beans right now.
You know what I mean?
Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares.
Well, shit. Anything else?
I'll say, artists, keep sending those submissions through.
Yeah, we need more.
To the email. We're looking to get some more. We've been getting a few text emails. Keep it coming. Like I said, man, keep it simple, short, sweet description. Make sure your shit is mixed, mastered, tagged the right way. And make sure you keeping your end of the bargain. Don't just have niggas plug you and you not plug the show as well.
And shout out to everybody that's already rocked with us. Uncle Trey, Manic Phase. We appreciate y'all.
My guy Lou. Lewis.
Yep. Appreciate y'all. Definitely. Keep sending the shit. We'll keep running them tracks, man.
Absolutely.
Sure.
We here, man. We support us. We support you.
Facts.
It's all, love here.
Check 1 2. Yo, it's your man's Reem. Reem's dope. DJ Reem's dope. You know the voice. You know the face. You like to smile. But enough of all that jibber jabber, man. I'm talking to you on behalf of the Back of the Bus squad, calling out all my undiscovered artists. This is a new segment that we're starting, the On the Rise segment. For all you artists out there, we need y'all to send us your music. We taking submissions for Song of the Week every week. As you may or may not know, we drop every Wednesday. We available on all DSPs, including YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, all that. So we want to do our part by pushing y'all, by pushing us. So send your songs to the gang's email. You're going to see it below. And do what you got to do, man. Stop playing games with yourself. Get this music up here so people